Dayton Livy Dunn, the Rookie of the Year and the most talented pitcher in baseball. Does any man have it better than Paul Skenes right now? He's a runaway favorite for the National League Cy Young heading into 2025, but the Pirates are the favorites to finish last in their own division. This wouldn't be the first time Skenes was dominant while the team around him wasn't impressive. After 2 years of dominating the Mountain West Conference and being named a first-team All-American, Skenes would go on to say that his goal was to win a national championship, but the fact that Air Force could make a player serve, even if they were to be in the minors or majors, if they didn't transfer before their junior year, they could still enlist you, making him one of the biggest names in the transfer portal in 2022. Although he was being recruited as a pitcher, Skenes was more than just that.
That's driven. Deep left, the late break by Grady, but he's got no shot anyway. Skenes, 2-run home runs.
He did not just have a couple highlights at the plate either. Skenes won the two-way player of the year.
Paul Skenes transferred to LSU.
Unfortunately, this transfer ended his days at the plate, but would let him focus on strictly pitching at LSU. But unlike his time at Air Force, the wins came with the numbers, which came as no surprise to any of the experts.
Swing and a miss, strikeout number 8 for Skenes. Paul Skenes' night is done, and he leaves with a 14-0 lead.
Skenes would be the opening day starter, and he proved himself instantly against the Broncos.
This is the second. That's just not fair. That is not fair.
He wasn't just dominating the small conference teams, but would shut down Power 5s and the number 9 team in the country. A team with Dylan Cruz and 13 total MLB draft selections came up half a game short of winning the SEC West, but totaled up 11 more wins than the winner Arkansas. Although a subpar start in the SEC tournament against 3-seed Arkansas and not much help from his team behind him, the Tigers were an early exit in the SEC tournament, but still found themselves as a 5-seed in the NCAA tournament, getting to play the regionals at home. And Skenes bounced back big time in his next start.
Can the bottom part be productive for Tulane?
This Tulane team found some offense. 2-2. Line. Oh my goodness, what a catch, a double play. Are you kidding me? Ball game is over, and he's done it. Paul Skenes goes the distance.
And again in the Super Regionals against their SEC rival.
2-2 to Felker.
But being 102.
Right back to it.
But one very similar to it back in April.
The Super Regional against Paul Skenes. There it is.
His last career college start would be against Wake Forest in the College World Series, and a game the Tigers needed to win. Skenes came through.
Yep. That's it, the new SEC. That one is into left. Will it stay up? Yes, it does.
Even after dominating the SEC gauntlet, Skenes wasn't the clear number 1 pick. He wasn't even the favorite to go first from his own team. It made sense at the time when someone like Dylan Cruz put up these numbers, and Wyatt Langford from the Gators finished his last year slugging an obscure .784. with high schooler Max Clark right behind all three. Heading into the day of the draft, still, no one knew who was going number 1 like they did other years. The Pirates had the choice of a 5-tool player or a potential ace on the mound. The Pirates have messed up a lot since Bob Nutten bought the team, but this one was going to be tough to blow.
The Pittsburgh Pirates picked Paul Skenes, right-handed pitcher from LSU.
With Paul Skenes now in the organization, the Pirates farm system was ranked among the top in baseball, while the major league team was building a core and also giving the fans something to be excited about.
Bryan Hayes! Oh, unbelievable!
Bryan Reynolds had another good season. O'Neal Cruz was a superstar in the making, and although struggled, the number 1 pick from 2021, Henry Davis, was up. 76 wins was a big step from the previous 4 years, finally giving Pirate fans some hope. Skenes only was able to pitch in 5 games after getting drafted, but turned heads instantly.
To Jarvis. Check swing. Did he go? Yes. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that late-breaking slider.
The Skenes hype was in full force early. Fans thought he was ready for the majors, and spring training just made the fans' voices louder. But to the disappointment and to the surprise of no one, Skenes did not make the opening day roster. Skenes understood it, saying, "I've thrown 6 2/3 innings in pro ball, it's just kind of how it goes." He said it was unprecedented if I started the year in the big leagues. Not that I don't think I can do it, but I understand it. The only people who were happy with this choice were the ones in Indianapolis, the location of the Pirates AAA affiliate.
Skenes to the belt, and he pitches. And a swing and a miss, and Skenes delivers. 0-2 pitch. That's a called third strike.
The Indians didn't have trouble drawing fans before Skenes, but having him certainly helped, as a team would draw over 8,000 per game, their highest as a team. Skenes wouldn't last too long in the games, but he was nearly unhittable while out there. With scoreless games in his first 4 games and 1 run in his first 6, Skenes would have an ERA under 1, forcing the Pirates to make the call.
He's coming to the Grande Ligas to make his debut, and guess what? You couldn't ignore the minor league numbers, the stuff, the potential any longer.
What a time for the Pirates. They've been struggling offensively, and this is just a pickup that they definitely need.
With a disappointing yet not surprising start to the year, fans were checked out, receiving as low as 3,000 fans for 2 of their games. Feel like some teams had more fans than that during the COVID year. On Friday, May 10th, PNC held just over 16,000 fans inside of it. The next day, it was more than doubled.
This guy was pitching in college a year ago.
Oh, and also, this little patch will be changing an 11-year-old life after the season. Skenes would face the same team in nearly the same lineup in start number 2. And although Wrigley Field never has the same issue as PNC with attendance, that didn't stop Skenes from absolute domination inside the friendly confines.
Good luck, Cubbies. Strikes him out with 100. Struck him out looking with 100. Paul Skenes. He struck him out with 100. Got him. He's made it 6 in a row to start the day. There's strike 3, and that's 7 in a row.
Skenes would nearly repeat it in his 3rd start, but he got a solid taste of his team. Skenes went 6, only giving up 1, but...
Chapman to center field, hit it well. Bay going back. Bay at the wall. It is gone! On the ground, base hit. By the game. Wisely up the middle, base hit. Giants take the lead.
And they ended up losing 7-6. The good news for the Pirates is that Skenes sold tickets. No matter the day, fans were coming out to see him pitch. Their highest attended game at PNC on a Monday through Thursday was Skenes' longest and arguably his best start on a Tuesday against the Cardinals.
Johnny hits 9th.
Good luck beating the 3rd tonight for Skenes. 2-1, the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Again, the Pirates lost, but this time instead of the bullpen, the offense only put up a single run. Not sure what else you'd expect from a lineup that looked like this. Instead of going game by game, Skenes had an elite to at least very solid start each time out there, with his worst game being his debut. Paul Skenes was so dominant that even after missing the first month and a half, he'd be a Cy Young finalist. Jackson Merrill would be an all-star, a Silver Slugger, and finish top 10 MVP voting while having clutch hits for a playoff team. Jackson Churio had near MVP caliber numbers starting in June and helped a division champion team in place of a former MVP. Paul Skenes did not care.
The winner of the 2024 Rookie of the Year winner is Paul Skenes.
I mean, honestly, he for real did not care. But how did he do all this in just 5 months? Skenes relied heavily on 2 pitches, the typical 4-seamer and his sinker. He used these pitches nearly 70% of the time. And why wouldn't he when he threw 98 pitches above triple digits in just a month of the AAA season? It's officially called a sinker, but that's not what former #1 overall pick Henry Davis and the AAA coach staff call it. They call it a splinker. It has low spin rate like a splitter, averages nearly 95 miles per hour, and has arm side movement like a sinker. Skenes says, call it whatever you want. His top breaking ball being a curveball along with 3 other pitches behind it, all used 5 to 10% during his rookie year. His changeup was only thrown 114 times, his least thrown pitch, but it resulted in his best whiff percentage and his best put-away pitch, a pitch almost always used against lefty batters. His changeup in the minors was even deadlier. He only threw it 31 times, but all 31 times, batters came up empty. Paul Skenes finished 11-3 while the Pirates finished with 76 6 wins, the same as last season. But as if opposing batters weren't scared enough of facing Skenes this season, he just got even scarier. Skenes is adding a cutter and a 2-seamer to his already 6-pitch rotation. I may have failed math my freshman year of college, but doing the math here, Skenes now has 8 total pitches. He states that it's all about creating more decisions for batters. No matter where you look in Vegas, Skenes is a clear favorite for the National League Cy Young. It's only been 1 season, but Skenes has lived up to the all-time high hype. But will the Pirates match it?
You get your first opening next time. Oh, congrats, brother. Ready? Let's go. Let's go.